So another question for you guys: how do you transition from friends into dating? Like, if you are already friends with someone,
The friend zone
And
though?
then-
Like, what are you talking here?
Just anything, like how do you ask a person out?
Friends.
Getting out of the friend zone?
Yeah, because
Or just anybody?
it's different when you're in the friend zone
Really?
and you're kind of like chasing and you're friends. You know what I'm saying? With quotations.
What about what about just friends?
yeah, like you've been friends.
You're not friends. You're
Friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Podcast friends with bunny ears or quotation marks around
But
them.
you guys are like, you guys kind of
Yeah,
just.
You're just friends.
Can we just say you were in the friend zone with each other and then you decided to?
Okay, let's just do two situations, okay? Where you were, okay, you did friend zone somebody, or like maybe the other way around, where you were friend zoned, but now you're interested in this person. Or the second situation where both of you are
pretend
not
friends because
yeah.
you're both interested in each other.
Or no, like you are friends.
Pretend friends because
like-
they're interested?
People do that all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying there's this.
Yeah.
And there's this. Just friend zone.
They're just like friends.
No, okay.
So friend zone meaning like you rejected? No, like she posted, you guys go on a date, and then she
No,
posts, oh, went out with my buddy,
No,
and it's fully a date thing. That's friend zone.
Yeah, that's
Like
friend
what are we
zone.
talking about? Or just being your
Yeah,
friends?
yeah.
Yeah, friends.
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 Okay.
Like there's been no hint that there has been interest
Okay.
or otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
It's just
no
always,
establishment.
exactly.
Like it's like up in the air still.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Mhm.
Understood.
Yeah. So how would you
In which scenario?
Yeah, so if you were
That just
interested-
friends
yeah.
scenario.
in someone who you had that kind of relationship with, how would you approach that if you were interested?
It was the same thing we talked about earlier.
No, it's like
No, it's different.
no, it's different
No.
because we're
Oh, now you're friends.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you're friends,
Friends.
right?
Mm.
So how would you kind of tell them, hey, like I'm interested in you as more than friends? Because they'll only
Well,
think
that's
about that,
my
right?
situation. Really.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I'm in a relationship, and
He's
we're
off the market. Take a hint.
The job names.
yeah, and
But Betsy's not. I'm joking.
Oh.
Betsy.
yeah. So we were friends for what, 7 years? Yeah, just friends. Always just casual friends, good friends. Always just a good time when we hang out with everybody else, you know? Never really like soloing on dates or anything like that, just friends.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was a super easy transition for me, at least, I guess, for us. Like, it was just simple, oh, hey, let's go see this movie.
Oh.
Together, alone.
Together, yeah.
Did
because-
you clarify
Yeah.
that it was a date?
No, I did not
Oh,
actually.
yeah. I was thinking.
Oh, but I think that's better.
Yeah?
Like,
Because then it gauges interest, right? Sees if they want to hang
He's
out
just,
with you.
yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah.
It's subtle hinting. It's subtle
It-
hinting.
Like at first, like I wasn't 100% sure either.
Oh, okay.
So it was, yeah,
Just
it was,
wanted to
it was
test
a
out the
gauge.
waters, right?
It was a
Right,
gauge, yeah,
right.
sensing the waters. But I knew like I had some interest at
Right.
least, right? Or I could just see a future with this person. So yeah, asked them out on a date, and
Do you,
after that,
Sorry, does she know that it was date?
Did you even intend it?
no, it wasn't
We're just
like
gonna hang out?
this is a date. Oh, just like oh,
Let's hang out.
Avengers is coming out. Want to see Avengers? That's literally what it was.
Wait,
Okay.
question. Was her response like, yeah, or was it like, oh, is anyone else coming?
No, it was.
You were just like straight up.
It was. Yeah, it was just like yeah, let's go see it.
That's the green.
And then after, no, but she did ask,
Oh.
like,
oh.
is it just gonna be us,
Mm.
or is there other people coming? And then I made a decision. I was just like, no, like this is where I was clear. And
Right.
Okay.
I was just like, no, I just thought it'd be us. I haven't asked anyone else. Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
I didn't make it explicitly like.
Right.
You didn't say it's a date. Like you
Yeah,
it's us.
yeah.
I didn't say today. It's
Yeah,
us.
but-
Listen
Wasn't
up,
clear.
kids. Another sign of subtle hinting.
So
Yeah.
that's good because you also
Yeah.
clarify, oh, I didn't invite anyone else.
Mhm.
So you're making clear that the interest is focused on her.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like a pretty obvious hint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good,
and
that's
then
good.
after that, it led to another movie, and relationship.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah.
how did you? So after how many like movie hangouts were you like,
Like probably like 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
let's date.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like the more time you spend with somebody, honestly, the closer you get.
Yeah, of course. It's just
Right.
like natural, yeah.
Yeah.
But what if you do that normally anyway? So let's just say you
go
don't have a
one-on-ones.
group of friends with this one particular person that you're interested in. You only see each other one-on-one anyway. Like that's how you established your friendship to begin with, as like two individuals. So how would you transition that as opposed to, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah, as opposed to in a group setting where it's more clear, hey, I'm choosing you out of all these other people.
I don't think that's like this is like male and female relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that actually.
Oh, really?
Agree with one.
Yeah, like having such a relationship that is solely independent
So you wouldn't
As friends.
be
as friends. Yeah,
like best friends.
I don't think that's wise because how would you manage that and maintain that relationship later on in years after you are in a relationship with
Then
somebody else?
you diminish
Or even
the
married.
frequency or what you share with them. Like I don't think you can. You don't have to stop being friends with them.
No.
You just don't stop being as close. You know.
Yeah, but if it's like continual one-on-one hangouts, like
Yeah.
I just think that wouldn't fly. Like if I saw that like my girlfriend had a guy friend that
Like,
she had a friend like that and was just they just met one-on-one. That's like they only met one-on-one. They didn't have any other friends that connected them. Right? I would feel a little like,
What's going on?
what's the
Yeah.
point of that relationship? I guess.
What about okay, now what if they had other friends connecting them, but they occasionally also met one-on-one? Does that change the scenario at all or no?
I think it's different because once you're also held accountable by your community,
Right, okay.
the community that you've already established
Right.
with each other. Like maybe like a simple coffee thing is
Yeah.
it can be harmless for sure, but I think like actually like planning to meet this over and over and over again with that person solely, I question that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of guy friends and some that I would consider like close friends, like best friends, right? Okay, so what if you're a person who has multiple friends of the opposite gender? Like we covered it before, right?
That you meet one-on-one.
Yeah, but in this context is if you
Because you have a lot of guy friends.
yeah, I do have a lot of guy friends and some
That are
of
platonic.
them no platonic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Platonic relationships.
So you know, if you're Mel's friend.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Yo!
There's no hints. Sorry, Ma.
We're in the friend zone. Okay, so if you're in a similar situation, right? And you have multiple friends of the opposite gender that you meet one-on-one. So for a lot of the friends that I have, we don't like they're not friends with each other. So oftentimes when we did establish that friendship, it was one-on-one. And so in order to maintain that, you have to continue meeting up one-on-one, right? So let's just say if you were interested in someone who had a lot of those kinds of friendships, I don't know, what would be your perspective on that?
I don't think you have to meet one-on-one to continue that relationship. Right? Like, you could bring them along with your... Like, you just invite them out to your circle.
No,
Like, if
I don't
they
have any
don't...
problem in inviting them to meet other
Yeah.
friends,
But
right?
it's like you guys
But it's
have a
different.
special connection.
Yeah, exactly. Like
It's
if
like-
you connected over
It's like a
something-
brother sister thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually have friends that are like girls that I just feel like a very platonic kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like filmmaker friends and like creative friends that are girls.
Yeah.
It's like, well, A's like,
That's business, though, too.
yeah,
True.
it's visible. Like personally, like it makes it easier because like as a Christian, I would only date another Christian for like a faith aspects. But like these I think it's a little more tricky when that girl's a Christian and she's like,
Oh, I see.
like I think that's when it gets a little tricky.
When you guys have the same views.
Yeah, the
and
faith
same-
and all that, and like,
Okay.
like she could be a potential maybe, and that's when it gets a little tricky. Where you got to start if you are in a relationship, you have to be careful. But I feel like in the case that I'm in, like all my creative friends that are girls aren't Christians.
Yeah. So
I'm
they're
like-
from your
Yeah, and
perspective,
they know
Yeah.
they're like I've already like established like like
Hey, I'm not interested. Like I don't.
yeah, we
it's
both
never-
and it's like this mutual like yo, let's keep it platonic. Let's just like let's just do our thing and like
Yeah.
talk about design and
Right.
film. So it's like we kind of defined that already. But I personally don't have any like Christian friends that are girls that I like because
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship too. I wouldn't go one on one with a girl that's Christian, just for the fact that I don't know. Just I don't know. It just doesn't feel.
I have a question
No,
though.
for me.
So then, what's the purpose of the relationship if it's gonna be platonic and you're not gonna go deeper? You're not gonna like share your heart. You're not gonna share your struggles and deepnesses that you would with a partner. What's the point of keeping that relationship?
What if you do? But not
I
to
don't think
that.
struggles, but it's like, what are you doing nowadays? Like, what do you like?
Yeah, it doesn't
what are
mean
your
we can't have a good
goals?
conversation and share like
Where
things
you
that
at,
are
you
happening.
Yeah, like catch up.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I have a sister too, so like I think I'm very just comfortable like communicating with like girls in a platonic way because of my sister and she's
Right.
Christian and like we talk about things about relationships, all that stuff. It's like I don't know. It's just like I think for coming from my experience, like I think it's good. I think there's moments where I have to be like, okay, like wow, like I really have to guard myself from like that temptation or whatever that is because I think we're all humans and I think that's how cheating happens is
Right.
when you step on the line too much. That's
Yeah,
how
for sure.
cheating begins, even though you never thought you were a cheater.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you got to be careful. But I personally, I don't know. I don't hang out with Christian girls one-on-one on a frequency basis.
Right.
Like I don't. But I know from your experience, like you're very close with some guy friends. And,
Yeah.
Like,
And for me, like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Like, I don't know, like, okay, again, I have not been in a relationship before, so I can't say as to how I would treat my friends, like my guy friends specifically, if I were in one, right? So I think, like, I would probably lessen the frequency and maybe, like, if we were to continue to meet one-on-one, I don't think I would do, like, dinner, for example, which has different connotations than, let's say, if you were to meet for lunch, right?
really.
Yeah, it's like different environment,
Like-
different vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Right? So I think there's also that kind of aspect. But not being in a relationship, I currently don't really see a problem with that, personally. Yeah.
So if you were in
Mhm.
a relationship
Yeah.
and then
How do you maintain like
Those friendships?
no, how would you feel about like the guy? Like let's say he constantly met with another girl who he was just a friend with, right? Like they would constantly meet,
Oh, how?
catching up over coffee, like
Oh, the
a weekly
turn
thing or whatever, right? Like they would always meet.
Yeah.
Like how would that make
How
you
the
feel?
tables.
Yeah. So I think
So you're home, like you
Yeah.
you're home, and you know he's out
I like
with
that.
that girl.
Yeah.
I like that
Okay,
question.
it's a good enough, yeah.
It's a good one for you.
Yeah.
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 What do you think?
Okay, so for me, yeah, well, yeah, I think for me, I would look at a variety of factors first. Like, well, how long has he known this person for? Like, for example, if it's a family friend, someone he grew up with since childhood, like for me, it's like I'm okay with that, right? Because they've known each other. It's like their family. They have like a brother sister type of relationship.
Okay.
And also, I would have had to, like, I would want to meet them, right, and see it in person myself first. And then also, if he were open to having me join in whenever they were meeting, I don't see a problem with that. Like, I don't have a problem if whoever I'm dating comes along to see, like, to hang out with my friends that are guys, right? Like, it's when that becomes, like, when it's like, oh no, I just want to meet up with him one-on-one, and I prefer if you didn't come. Then that's what creates a problem for me.
Probably better, like for sure, for you to meet them and to see like their interaction and like, oh,
That's
okay.
the right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's, like,
ultimately,
who they are as a person too.
Yeah.
And just get to know them, and then it's like, oh, okay,
yeah, because sometimes you can meet and it's pretty clear that nothing will ever happen.
Yeah.
But I think what it does come down to is trust. Like, how much trust does does the person I'm dating have for me, and vice versa, right? Like, if we can't trust that the other will behave in like a respectful manner when the other person is absent, right? Then how's our relationship going to be?
Yeah.
And I think that's what is the more important question, as opposed to how would my like my friendships with other people change or impact the romantic relationship.
Okay.
And
So
I-
as long as it doesn't hinder your own romantic relationship,
Yeah, like obviously I think,
you're fine with it.
yeah, like if you have problems regarding opposite gender friendships, you could talk about it with whoever you're dating, right? See
Yeah,
what they're
I agree
comfortable
with
with and
that.
then
I agree
compromise
with
on
that.
that, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm okay with lessening the frequency with which I meet with guy friends if the person I'm dating
Significant
isn't
other.
comfortable,
Yes.
right?
Right.
But if he says to me, "Oh, I want you to
Stop.
cut someone out,"
Yeah.
and there's no good reason for that, like, "Oh, it's,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
agree.
you know,"
I
then
know
it's
what
like,
you're
well, why?
Yeah.
Sure.
Kind of, yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's like also insecurity.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
like, is my boyfriend insecure?
Yeah.
You gotta know. I think there should be a reason. I agree with you. There should be a reason why. If he does say cut it out,
Mhm.
why?
Yeah, like if there's nothing suspicious, right? Like also I have to be responsible for my own actions too.
Right.
There
Right, make
should be
sure-
trust. He should trust
Exactly.
you too. That
Yeah, and I should be behaving in a way that he doesn't have to worry.
Right, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I think
yeah.
for example, if you're hanging out with a guy one-on-one and I think it's respectful to let him know like
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna.
by the way, I'm gonna do this. Do you want to come? Like for the first time, at least, just to be like, I
Yeah.
respect you, and I just wanted to make sure that like you're welcome to come. There's nothing fishy going on here.
Exactly.
Like just to let you know, and then probably like later on, you could like he'll know what this relationship is like, and
Yeah, like I don't think we have to ask for the other's permission.
yeah,
In that way,
just
but
out of respect.
out of respect, like share with them, hey, this is what I'm planning to do. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
And if you're not, like, I still would want to do this anyway, but I'm gonna take your opinion into consideration. We can discuss it, and then I'll adjust what I'm doing accordingly because, like, I love you, or however I feel about you at the time, right? But I think it has to be mutually reciprocated, where it can't be one person imposing their demands on the other all the time, and the other person always
Yeah.
having to cave.
yeah, I agree with that.
How do you guys
Handle it.
tell somebody
Oh.
Like you're not-
no?
Okay,